has been upended because Vladimir Putin decided that he wanted to invade a neighboring peaceful nation. He put an end to decades of prosperity, of stability, is trying to overthrow the rules-based order and make might right once again. We need to continue to stand strong against that kind of thinking. And it's not just for Ukraine, it's for all of us. Canadians know this is a question of right or wrong. Canadians know that, yes, it is incredibly hard for Ukraine to continue to stand against a Russian aggression. And let's be honest, it's hard for the democracies around the world who are there to support their citizens, who are investing for the future, who are challenged with a challenging economy around the world, to continue to step up as Canada has with close to $9 billion in aid for Ukraine. But we will, because the cost on Canadians, on our lives, on our world, will be so much greater if Putin wins this war, that we will and have to stand every single day until Ukraine wins this war. The stakes are high for Canadians. The stakes are high for Ukrainians. The stakes are high for all of us around the world. This is a moment where we define ourselves for the rest of the 21st century. Did we stand up against authoritarianism? Did we stand up against those who choose to break the rules around the world? Do we stand up for what is right? We are Canadian. Of course we're going to stand up for what's right. And even more so for Canadians of Ukrainian origin. And not just because of your ties to that beautiful country, but because the strength and the courage of the Ukrainian people is well known to all of us who have friends, who know community members, who have seen the extraordinary heart and spirit of Ukrainians. For over 100 years, you have helped contribute to shaping this country, settling the prairies, building extraordinary communities and cities, contributing in arts, in culture, in science, in business, in so many ways to building this great country. All Canadians, not just Ukrainian Canadians, all Canadians know how fierce and strong and steadfast the people of Ukraine are, and that is why we know you will win this war. But you know, we Canadians are lucky to know so many Ukrainians around us. But the world has gotten to know over the past year and a half one Ukrainian in particular. Someone who has stood up to Putin, stared him in the face every day and stayed strong. Someone who has inspired a nation and a world. We look to Volodymyr Zelensky for his leadership, for his steadfastness, for his commitment, for his strength. And it is an inspiration to us all, not just to Ukrainians who continue to fight for their lives and their future, but for all of us around the world who understand what is at stake when we see him, when we hear from him, when we understand the passion and the leadership he shows. He will stand for what is right every single way, and he will demand the very best, not just of all Ukrainians, not even just of all Canadians, but of everyone around the world who is committed to building that better world. Volodymyr